On behalf of Greater Memphis Chamber, we highlight people and companies who offer a forward-lean approach to the growth of our great city. We look closer at what makes Memphis attractive for economic growth, innovation, and expansion, as well as talent retention, tourism, education, good health, and great business. Welcome to Memphians on the Move by Methodist Le Bonheur Healthcare. I'm your host, Stephanie White. The Chamber's Young Memphis Awards attracts hundreds of applications each year, and only 10 people are selected for this honor, where local companies help celebrate some of the city's youngest and affluent catalysts. Joining me in bringing the 2019 Power Brokers to the forefront is Chamber member company LSI Graphics. Chris Coles is Marketing Director at LSI Graphics. And Chris, we are glad to welcome you to the show.
Glad to be here, Stephanie.
Thank you so much. So Chris, first give us an overview of LSI Graphics.
So Stephanie, essentially LSI Graphics is the all-in-one graphics, signage, and branding expert in the Mid-South. To give you an example of work we do, next time you're driving down the road and you see a vehicle with a cool custom, design or graphic on the side of it, chances are we most likely are the ones who produced and installed that.
Okay. So why was it important for LSI Graphics to play such a pivotal role in this year's salute to the 2019 Young Memphis class?
So our company culture is very focused on creativity and fun and bringing new ideas to the Memphis area. So for us, supporting Young Memphis is kind of like saying, this is how we want to connect and be a part of the Memphis community.
Okay. And that's quite commendable engagement by LSI Graphics. So can you tell us just a little bit about the 2019 Young Memphis class that you have?
Absolutely. The finalists this year include Farrah Captain, owner of Captain and Company Real Estate; Jade Clark, Director of Value Chain Ventures, Ag Launch; Monica Holly, Director of Business Development, Blues City Tours; Elena Hugh Perchovic, Senior Manager, Corporate Social Responsibility, First Horizon; Caleb Park, Associate Vice President, Cushman Wakefield, Commercial Advisors; Joshua Perkins, Advisor, Academic Quality and Accountability for Shelby County Schools; Luke Pruitt, Recruiting Director, City Leadership; Jennifer Richardson, Co-Founder, Henderson Transloading Services and President Owner of Industrial Sales Company of Memphis; Clark Schifani, VP of Sales, Old Dominic; and Kenneth Worrells Jr., Owner, 3i Creative Communications, LLC.
All right, well, thank you, Chris. And on behalf of the Chamber and LSI Graphics, congratulations to this well-deserving class. After the break, I'll speak with Jennifer Richardson, who is one of 10 recipients of the 2019 Young Memphis Award. Don't miss it.
Would you rather go to the beach or to the mountains?
I would rather go to the mountains.
I'd rather go to the beach. Favorite movie genre?
Comedy, for sure. What's your favorite?
I love a good action film.
Night Owl.
Early bird.
Basketball.
Football.
Pancakes.
Waffles.
Have you ever had a medical procedure?
Yes, I had a kidney transplant at Methodist.
Wow, I was not expecting that. Today is my 9-month anniversary of my kidney transplant.
No place I'd rather be when it came to get my transplant but at Methodist.
Since 1990, in the fall of September, something phenomenal has been taking place in Memphis, Tennessee, and it all revolves around one special football game, the Southern Heritage Classic, presented by FedEx. It's homecoming for many of us fans. The Classic weekend is full of fun, with music from chart-topping musical acts, tailgate parties, and some of the best marching bands in the country. And of course, the game between two of college football's fiercest rivals, Tennessee State and Jackson State. The Southern Heritage Classic. It's a celebration.
Begin a new and exciting career as a truck driver with training at Olympic Career Training Institute. Get your Class A CDL truck driving license in just 4 weeks and starting salary making up to $50,000 a year. Must be 21 years of age and have a valid driver's license. The class class is also background friendly and job placement assistance is available. Class is filling up fast. Secure your enrollments. Don't wait. Call today. 901-350-6284. Olympic Career Training Institute.
Welcome back to Memphians on the Move by Methodist Labanner Healthcare. Jennifer Richardson represents young female entrepreneurs taking the business industry to new heights. She is co-founder of Henderson Transloading Services while owning and operating Industrial Sales Company of Memphis. Now, Jennifer, let's start with your motivation. What inspires you to lead the current journey in Memphis?
My grandmother. She instilled in my family, if not you, then who? So that to put that responsibility, that onus of making sure that not only me, but my entire family is being impactful upon our community, and that we're contributing by being business leaders, business owners within Memphis.
Okay. So what has been your most impactful accomplishment so far in terms of your career?
Definitely taking that step out into entrepreneurship because it will open your eyes to new things. I have experienced both new highs and new lows. When you don't have that big brand behind you, that big company name behind you, and it's just you out there. And every day you're having to prove yourself to your customers that they deserve to work with you.
Okay, so in terms of community, what does it mean to be a young influencer in business?
It means being intentional and making sure that you're supporting local businesses, that you're supporting minority and women-owned businesses. Because when you take care of home first, which is Memphis, that means that money turns over several times within Memphis. And so I think that's what it means, you know, to be a young professional here.
Okay. So being business savvy and successful at such a young age, what advice would you share with your professionals who are interested in starting a business or even building a career in Memphis?
Memphis is based off of relationships, like a lot of mid-sized cities. And so just making sure that you're out there, being part of New Memphis Institute, joining Soundcheck, so that you're making those relationship connections so that they can help you.
Okay. Great advice from our proven local business owner. We will talk more with Jennifer after a message from Epicenter, the hub of entrepreneurship.
Today is my grand opening. Just the start of a new beginning for Big Mamas and Grannies. Big Mamas and Grannies was actually my big mama and my granny. Everything that they instilled in me, I want to give to others. We specialize in Southern soul to American tradition with a Cajun and Creole twist.
You have to eat the food.
That chicken salad is remarkable.
The macaroni and cheese is literally the best thing you've ever put into your mouth.
My favorite food is macaroni and cheese.
Tanaka represents where passion and perseverance meets resources. Memphis has tons of talented people with gifts. They just don't have the resources to fund those gifts. So I think Tanaka's story represents what Memphis can be.
Pathway Lending is one of those organizations that provide the necessary financing to women-owned businesses and black-owned businesses, even veterans as well. We're in a place that we can provide financing necessary to grow a community from within.
Pathway is a really important partner because they're nationally recognized experts in the distribution of capital to emerging businesses. Together, we solve a very significant challenge for entrepreneurs in Memphis.
Everything that you see in here today, the funding from Pathway Lending allowed me to do that. This has really allowed my vision and my dreams to really come true. A lot of times because you're a woman, you're seen unable to do. So I've always had that determination of nothing can stop me. I'm gonna keep pushing. I wish that everybody in the city of Memphis knew about Epicenter and Pathway Lending. If I'd never gotten a phone call from Epicenter, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't.
We're back with 2019 Young Memphis Award recipient Jennifer Richardson. Jennifer, what have you found to be great ways for young professionals to get involved in a grow professional relationship?
I think getting involved with organizations like New Memphis Institute, where I was able to be a fellow, allowed me to join and not only grow learning about myself, but then also make some really great relationships and connections with other young professionals that were as motivated as me.
Okay. So Jennifer, what excites you most about being a young professional in Memphis?
I love Memphis's size. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's a mid-sized city. So that allows you to have the opportunity to reach leaders and have relationships with people, as well as having mentors from people that you admire. So I love the fact that Memphis allows you that relationship, and then it allows you to make a huge impact on the community by being in business, by being a community leader.
Okay, so what does life look like in the next 10 years from your own lens?
In 10 years, I hope to still be making impact by growing my company and my business, by doing exactly what I promote as far as working with local businesses as well as women and minority companies, and then making sure that I'm involved with the community. We've got a lot of great leaders in our community now, and I want to be ready to take the baton from them and continue to make the impacts that our community needs, because we're not trying to be the next anything, we're just trying to be the best Memphis.
So with all of this wonderfulness that's in you, Jennifer, tell me, who do you admire most and why?
I admire my parents the most. My mom and dad are top professionals, and they taught me and my siblings how to work hard, but also how to have fun. They showed us, how to be impactful here in Memphis and how to love Memphis. I've got an opportunity to live in other areas of the country, and my family brings me back here because of the fact that the love that they have, not only for the city, but that they show to us. That's what I want to continue to be, and I hope me and my husband can emulate the success that they've had.
All right, well, it is an amazing journey that you have had with more on your horizon, and we thank you, Jennifer, and congratulations. Next, we will speak to Caleb Parks, Associate VP at Cushman & Wakefield Commercial Advisors and 2019 Young Memphis Award recipient. Stay with us.
Hello, welcome to Christ Community.
I immediately felt something different. It's loving care, because loving is living up to their name. It's complete care with medical, dental, behavioral health, and pharmacy right in my community. Loving care for your body, mind, and spirit. Call 901-842-3160 or log on to christcommunityhealth.org for an appointment. Christ Community Health Services. Healing with soul.
Since 1990, in the fall of September, something phenomenal has been taking place in Memphis, Tennessee, and it all revolves around one special football game, the Southern Heritage Classic, presented by FedEx. It's homecoming for many of us fans. The Classic weekend is full of fun, with music from chart-topping musical acts, tailgate parties, and some of the best marching bands in the country. And of course, the game between two of college football's fiercest rivals, Tennessee State and Jackson State, the Southern Heritage Classic. It's a celebration.
Our goal is to help Memphis grow. We give member businesses the support they need to reach their full potential. We work with site selectors and relocating companies to demonstrate the advantages of doing business in Memphis. We advocate with local, state, and federal governments on behalf of our members, and we pursue investment opportunities that enrich our communities. We also partner with educational and vocational programs to provide a skilled workforce. Plus, we support initiatives that help make Memphis a great place to live. Join your Greater Memphis Chamber today.
If you like wings, then you will love All Star, where we offer the whole wing and many more mouth-watering items. So come in and visit us at Highway 64, just east of Applin Road, or Perkins and Knight Arnold. All Star, home of the whole wing.
Caleb Parks is no stranger to first-class real estate. In fact, when Cushman & Wakefield Commercial Advisors partnered with Indigo Ag on their real estate and ultimate decision to relocate its North America headquarters in downtown Memphis, the venture became Caleb's most impactful event of his career to date. Caleb, welcome and congratulations on your 2019 Young Memphis Award.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, now let's start with your role at Cushman & Wakefield Commercial Advisors. What attracted you to the company?
So it's pretty easy. I actually sought out the company, and 17 interviews later and a 2-page paper,
wow,
they finally decided that they wanted to give me a job. But it was really, I knew the company, and I was looking for a new role. And so I actually spent about a year searching, trying to figure out what did I want to do. Knew Cushman & Wakefield. And really, so Cushman is the 3rd largest real estate company in the whole world. Commercial Advisors is a locally owned office of Cushman & Wakefield. And so it's really the best of both worlds, where you get the local feel and the local kind of flexibility, but yet we're the 3rd largest real estate company in the world. And so there was that aspect. There was also the community involvement. So we are, as many people know, the people in our firm are super involved in the community. We've got everything from board members of nonprofits to city council members, to me being involved in the chamber and sound check. And so coming here, it allowed me to be in business and do what I love to do in that aspect, but also be very involved in the community and do the things that I enjoy doing there. So it really is the best of all worlds. So, like I said, 17 interviews later, 2-page paper, and they finally said, all right, we'll let you come.
Well, we're glad you had that endurance. Yeah. So you touched on it, but can you tell me, how do you stay engaged in the community as a young professional? Yeah, so I'll never forget when I started at Cushman & Wakefield, I went and sat down with Duncan Williams, who's a business owner here in town. And I said, Duncan, you know, what do I do? How do I get involved? How do I stay involved? And he said, you really just say yes. So put yourself out there and just say yes. And he said, I promise you that eventually you'll have to say no. And so say yes, get experience, learn what opportunities are out there and really where you fit in, where your skills can be best used. And then once you do that, you will have put yourself out there enough to where you will eventually have to start saying no, so that you can really focus where you think you're best fit and where you see your skills being used in the best way. And so that's what I did. And so I got involved in things like the chamber and the sound check program there, New Memphis Institute and many of their programs, amongst a number of others. And so said yes a bunch of times, and then began to really focus, and so have narrowed that down a bit. Well, that's very sage advice that you followed. So what are you most proud of in terms of being a young professional here in Memphis? Really the most proud of would be the opportunity. Really most proud of and most scared about all at the same time. So the opportunity, but also the responsibility that comes with that. So in Memphis, to be the future leaders of Memphis, that's an incredible opportunity. And to interact with the current leaders of our city is a huge opportunity that is invaluable to a young professional. To be exposed to executives like Duncan Williams and Richard Smith and these guys that are just pillars in our city, but are pillars in our community and in the business world, like overall, and we have access to them. And that's really special. But there also becomes responsibility with that we have to learn, we have to be willing to do things and take on roles and help grow organizations, and be that torchbearer and be that future leader and really step up to the plate. So. All right, well, great vision from Young Memphis Award recipient Caleb Park. More when we come back after a message from the desk of Greater Memphis Chamber President Beverly Robertson.
In response to the resounding voices of both job seekers and employers and the expressed need to bridge the gap between talent and opportunities, the Greater Memphis Chamber will convene regional stakeholders from the workforce ecosystem on October 22nd and 23rd with a major workforce summit entitled Upskill 901. with goals of upskilling 10,000 individuals with technical and essential skills and exposing them to high-demand careers and direct employment opportunities. We will do this over a 12 to 36-month period. We're hosting this two-day summit, which will include breakfast and lunch, keynote addresses from experts, breakout sessions, and CEO roundtables on day one, and a preparation meets opportunity career fair on day two. Here, attendees will be provided multiple resources from on-site registration for programs to employer screenings for open positions. For more information on Upskill 901, the Workforce Summit, visit memphischamber.com.
Hello, welcome to Christ Community.
I immediately felt something different. You know, it's loving care because loving is living up to their name. It's complete care with medical, dental, behavioral health, and pharmacy right in my community. Loving care for your body, mind, and spirit. Call 901-842-3160 or log on to christcommunityhealth.org for an appointment. Christ Community Health Services. Healing with soul.
Our goal is to help Memphis grow. We give member businesses the support they need to reach their full potential. We work with site selectors and relocating companies to demonstrate the advantages of doing business in Memphis. We advocate with local, state, and federal governments on behalf of our members, and we pursue investment opportunities that enrich our communities. We also partner with educational and vocational programs to provide a skilled workforce. Plus, we support initiatives that help make Memphis a great place to live. Join your Greater Memphis Chamber today.
Begin a new and exciting career as a truck driver with training at Olympic Career Training Institute. Get your Class A CDL truck driving license in just 4 weeks and starting salary making up to $50,000 a year. Must be 21 years of age and have a valid driver's license. The class is also background friendly and job placement assistance is available. Class is filling up fast. Secure your enrollments. Don't wait. Call today. 901-350-6284. Olympic Career Training Institute.
All-Star Hot Wings, your place to go for whole wings. Or try our jumbo cheeseburger, turkey burger, Philly cheesesteak. We've got lots for you to eat. Are you hungry? All-Star Hot Wings, Perkins Road or Highway 64.
Would you rather go to the beach or to the mountains?
I would rather go to the mountains.
I'd rather go to the beach. Favorite movie genre?
Comedy, for sure. What's your favorite?
I love a good action film.
Night Owl.
Early bird.
Basketball.
Football.
Pancakes.
Waffles.
Have you ever had a medical procedure?
Yes, I had a kidney transplant at Methodist.
Wow, I was not expecting that. Today is my 9-month anniversary of my kidney transplant.
No place I'd rather be when it came to get my transplant but at Methodist.
Caleb, being a professional pace setter is certainly the track that you're on. So what can you offer to young professionals who are looking to join that lane?
Well, that is definitely an honor for you to say that, and I'd like to think I'm just looking at being a pace setter, but it's really just to get involved. So Memphis is a community where you give and you will receive, so don't get into it for the recipient aspect of it, but get into it because you really can make a difference in this city. And by getting involved in things, you really can one, you can set yourself apart, but you really can see a difference and see things changed. And so being involved and putting yourself out there and giving to the community, you will receive rewards from that and benefits from that are incredible. And so that's what I would say for anybody. I mean, I'm not set out to be a pace setter or whatever it's referred to, but I did set out to try and help the city and to see things change, and I'm just being rewarded by that and little special things, and so it's very special.
So what are your thoughts on being able to connect with top leaders in our city?
Like I said before, it's invaluable. You can't get that in many cities. And Memphis is not a huge city, but we're a good mid-sized city, and we've got very large companies here, and we as young professionals have access to those people. And everybody's always said it, hindsight is 20/20. Well, we get to learn from them and the experiences that they're experiencing now and that they've experienced as they've come up through their careers. And for many of us, we look at them and it's like they're these pillars in leadership and these pillars of success. And we get to go to them and say, all right, you're here, I'm here, Now, what did this look like, and how'd you get there? I know that you didn't just wake up one day and you were over here and having this success, and so to be able to hear that from them, experience it with them, is just an invaluable thing that, as a young Memphian, do not even come close to taking for granted.
So with these experiences and with these successes that you have experienced, as well as the connections that you're making, where do you see yourself professionally in the next 10 years?
So that's an exciting question, because as a young Memphian, I can't think of a more exciting time to be a young Memphian in Memphis. There are so many exciting things going on, and so to specifically answer that question, I see myself here. I see myself probably still doing commercial real estate in some form or fashion, but I see Memphis as different. There's so many initiatives going on right now that we're not just snapping our fingers and things are changed. Right. Rome wasn't built in a day, and so these things take time, and in 3, 5, 7 years, we're gonna see the huge rewards of the work we're putting in now. And so in 10 years, it's just gonna be that much better. So yes, I see myself here, probably doing the same thing, but I see Memphis as a different place with a booming, potentially a booming agricultural environment that's come back from the roots we've had 200 years or more. Downtown's going to be even more booming. I mean, it is very exciting.
And who would you say that you attribute the most admiration to, and why?
That'd be my dad. So Taylor Park, him and my mom raised 6 of us. So I've got 1, and now having 1 son, my admiration for them and raising 6 has really gone from just admiration to how on earth did y'all accomplish this? But through all that, he raised us along with my mom, but he has had an impact on so many people. So he's one of the pastors at a church here in Memphis, and has had the opportunity to work with couples and work with individuals. And there are so many people that in this city and throughout this country that he has had an amazing impact on. He's an incredibly hard worker. I've gotten to watch that throughout my growing up. And so what you see in me is the good that you see in me is really a product of what I've seen growing up, watching him and just him as a father. So.
An example of success starting at home. Caleb, thank you and congratulations on receiving the 2019 Young Memphis Award. For more information and Q&A from the entire 2019 Young Memphis class, visit blog.memphischamber.com. I'm your host, Stephanie White. Thanks for watching.